normalement c'est bon. J'ai changé le titre du live. Je vais attendre un petit peu que ça commence. Je vais aller voir. Ok, c'est bon. Je vais relancer ça. On est bon, on va pouvoir commencer notre aventure sur Game of Thrones, donc de Telltale. C'est parti, on veut jouer l'épisode 1. Donc les Nordiens n'oublieront jamais. Commencer l'épisode 1. C'est parti. Alors j'espère qu'il n'y aura aucun problème sur le live. Pendant des siècles, la maison Forrester, elle est loyale de la maison Starr. Dans les plus sombres coins du bois au loup, il cultive de rares arbres ferrugiers. Maintenant, le nord est déchiré par la guerre et les maisons rivales cherchent à s'accaparer le refuge des Forrester. Et le sort de la maison Forrester est en jeu. Intéressant.
The trout in the towers, the wolves dropped the fish and they all ran away. The trout he flushed off for hours and hours and another war of prey. Two weddings brought on by beheadings, and dying comes for me. Two weddings brought on by beheadings, and all is happily.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know. Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on, it's only blood.
Putain, c'est nettoyé rapidement quand même.
Proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
I will. You'll see.
Of course, your lordship. After you take your rightful place on the Iron Throne.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
Non mais j'ai cliqué,
Never
bordel.
lets the truth stand in the way of a good story.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
Not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story, which grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
I don't take orders from you.
No, but you take orders from him. You idiots, you're his squire. Now fetch him some wine.
Pourquoi il me donne des ordres, ce connard?
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it.
Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate.
Oh, un écuyer qui boit avec les chevaliers. Enfin, les lords.
To Robb Stark, the king in the north!
King in the
North! Tomorrow,
si,
we march
savait.
on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor, to to lead the young wolf's army and ride as the vanguard.
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Death to the Lannisters!
Aye! The North remembers!
Aye!
Garrett,
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
Is also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done.
With me, my lord?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You served me well.
To bring honor to House Forrester, my lord.
You have more honor than those who were born to it. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Ouh.
Bloody hell. Empty. Squire! Fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on, make it up to you.
Fine, but you owe me.
Oh, you? I've been a squire longer than you have. I outrank you.
Ah, si tu savais, tête de cul.
Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
You'd better watch your tongue, Bowen. It could be much worse.
What the fuck do you know about it? Nothing is worse than Norin. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much.
Don't get angry with me. We're no different, you and I.
Aye, but I'm not the son of a pig farmer. My father had dignity. All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. Pulling wine around a fucking wedding. What a waste of fucking time.
Give it time. You'll get there.
More easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there.
Les noces pourpres. Un moment très cruel dans
Take your time.
Game of Thrones.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Nice night for a wedding. It's not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett. What? What's wrong?
Il sait.
What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd. You've had too much wine.
We have enough wine.
Then take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush. But what about... What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush? Run! We need to get back to camp.
Comment on fait? Bordel de merde. Ah, c'est avec les flèches. Ok, je croyais que c'était à la souris.
Garen, we have to get back.
Salut Daradada. Comment va? Allez, prends le bouclier, voilà.
Ready, boys! Whoa! Shoot that one!
Oh, écoute, ça va bien. Ça frise un peu? Oh merde. Ah, attends. Je vais voir ce qui se passe. Je vais voir. Ok. Bon. Ça m'a stoppé le jeu du coup. Ah merde, du coup c'est là je vais devoir tout recommencer je pense. Fuck. Alors je sais pas si ça va changer grand chose mais j'ai fermé quelques... applications. Non, non, mais de toute façon, si ça freeze, ça sert à rien de continuer. Hein. Continuer. Ça sert à rien de continuer si ça freeze un peu, hein. Autant... Le but, c'est que ce soit pas chiant de regarder mon live. Donc si ça bug un peu, ça va être chiant.
Ready, boys! Whoa!
On va voir ce que ça donne.
Shoot that one!
J'ai appuyé. J'ai appuyé, ça n'a rien fait.
Ready, boys! Whoa! Shoot that one! What?
Ok.
Look out!
Attends, mais moi je veux bien avancer, mais... Ah, ok, attends. Hop. Mais bordel! Je me souviens plus si c'est Shift pour passer en clavier anglais.
Ready, boys! Whoa! Shoot that one! What?
Hop.
Look out!
Ouais, c'est bon normalement. J'ai les bonnes touches, mais je sais pas pourquoi il a pas voulu descendre du coup. What? Mais hey, j'ai appuyé. Mais pourquoi il veut pas? C'est quoi ce bordel? Il accepte pas mes touches. Ça, on va revivre sans vous. Un jour sans fin.
Whoa! Shoot that one! What?
Allez hop. Putain mais. On va remettre les options. En fait, de base, le jeu il est full en anglais en fait. Regarde, paramètres, contrôle. Tu vois, le jeu est de base en anglais, donc faut changer le clavier. Donc c'est fait, mais je suis passé en clavier anglais. Mais je sais pas pourquoi j'ai appuyé sur Q, il m'a dit va te faire foutre. J'ai pas compris. Ça marche. Ok, je peux avancer. Ok. Il veut pas que j'appuie sur Q, bordel. Me dis pas que ça a changé cette touche là, normalement les touches françaises c'est comme ça marche pareil. Ah mais moi si j'appuie pas sur un Q, ma journée elle se passe pas là.
Whoa! Shoot that one! What? Look out!
Bon ça j'ai foiré. Ok, avance. J'ai réussi à voler. Ah non. Ah. Parce qu'à chaque fois que j'allais voir des vidéos et qu'il y avait des codes, ils avaient déjà été pris. Donc forcément c'est compliqué. Je vais aller voir parce que ça commence vraiment à me... Merde non. Commence à me saouler ce problème de touche là. Bouger, donc du coup c'est WASD, mais du coup j'ai changé. Du coup on a bien le W. Et donc ici on va avoir le A. Chaîne comprend. Ah donc du coup le Q il est au-dessus, ok. C'est bon.
Ready, boys!
Ouais je sais bien mais bon quand il n'y a aucune vue en fait les mecs ils montrent pas les codes. Parce que c'est des gros yinches. Des fils de pute. Ah oui oui mais genre je suis là, la vidéo elle a été mise il y a 1 ou 2 minutes Mais voilà, je ne peux pas. Le code a déjà été pris. Ou il le montre pas. Le plus souvent, c'était qu'il le montre pas. Allez. Voilà. Oh là là, le bâtard. Ah, moi je l'ai chopé sur Pokémon Soleil. Allez, allez, allez. Bon, bah voilà, je suis encore mort. Allez, hop. Voilà.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father,
I said move on.
I'm going to kill you.
Allez hop.
Is that so? You can try if you like, and then we'll feed you to the pigs.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
Putain, faut que je me concentre.
No.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Tu seras mort avant, fils de pute.
Fuck you. Finish this fucking pig farmer.
Pathetic.
You really are a pig farmer.
Moi je prends la hache direct. Allez hop. Hop, petite esquive. Allez hop, petite esquive. Nique ta mère! Va falloir se grouiller pour la prendre, je présume. Ça fait mal. Allez, 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 bordel, bordel! Ça fait mal, ça.
Mercy, please, I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you. I was only following orders. Thank you.
Mais ouais, mais arrête de me faire rager, moi, je viens de commencer.
For this. That much I promise.
Father?
Garrett, you survived.
Bien sûr.
Your sister. Oh, she hid. I tried to stop them.
I'll kill the men who did this.
Iron Mass. Ok, bastion de la maison forte. Murder!
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Allez, bah vas-y, va chercher à
Meet
manger.
us in the Great Hall, quickly!
Two Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
Normalement, les maîtres, ils sont pas censés avoir un avis politique.
Blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
I'd do it again if I had the chance.
If we don't respond with strength, they won't stop until they have everything. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Oh. Ah, c'est dégueulasse. Ah, puis en plus il met des larves dedans quoi.
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Roderick and Lord Forrester. We can avenge them.
And attack House Frey. Now is the time to find allies, not enemies. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young, and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
That's not how it happened. Roderick had already fallen.
Although I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Il s'en remet quand même vachement vite, hein, le salaud.
Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Enfin, je t'ai dit d'aller regarder, hop. Ah oui, d'accord, il va jusque là-bas.
The Ironwood Grove. Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately. Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now. Mira. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home. Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Ryan. Never easy being the fourth-born son. Roderick. He was our best warrior by far. Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good.
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro Tengrin. Look, I'll show you.
Rien d'autre à voir. Non. Allez, on va prendre de l'air.
This might help.
sait jamais. Et hop, on prend tout, hein, on s'en bat les couilles. On pourra sauver des gens. Bah, et là.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
Chacun son délire. Hein. Qu'est-ce que tu peux me dire sur lui?
Keep moving. I need to see you walk.
Ok, c'était très...
Your leg still seems rather weak.
C'est pas lui qu'il faut que je monte l'épée, c'est à mon oncle. Faut juste lui parler.
Does your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you. Who is the new Lord of House Forrester?
Ça va être Ethan.
Ethan, of course. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands.
Ça va être très compliqué.
Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
Et moi, qu'est-ce qui va venir?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although, given the circumstances of your circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Why do the Whitehills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
The Whitehills want Forrester Ironwood.
They'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
Du lutte.
Can I go now?
Mec, il doit diriger tout
I
un...
believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but...
Tout un territoire
Lady
avec
Forrester.
du lutte.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
You saved my life, my lady.
Yet not Roderick's.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember. It would mean so much to the family.
He asked me to return this to House Forrester. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of
Comment
course.
ça, j'ai évité la question? C'est ce qui m'a dit de
Demands a
faire.
response. It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay.
Ok, donc là c'est Ramsay qui a pris le...
Garrett, you understand what this means.
Oui.
You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
Si c'est les Bolton qui dirigent le nord, c'est que...
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forester land.
They attacked me.
And they'll say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton. It's an argument you cannot win. We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
We should demand justice.
Aye. Justice on their terms, which means they'll have your head.
Justice is taken, not demanded. Then what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Aye. You'll say it was justice, they'll say it was murder. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan?
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall? The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
Uncle, my place is here. Who would defend the house? You said we need men who can fight.
There'd be nothing we could do
Bah
to
tu mets un
To stay would
anti-mouche,
bring
un anti-mouche.
destruction upon us all. I
Ou alors
know
t'as
that's
peut-être
not
un
what you
cadavre dans ton
want.
garage, hein, fais gaffe.
I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
I won't put others at risk. I'll go.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
That settles it then.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The Whitehills will come looking for you.
Je sais pas, regarde en dessous de la voiture ou dans le coffre, si t'en as une. En général, il y a des cadavres dedans.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given the chance. I would, and God's willing someday I will. But for now, I have House Forester to consider first. I know you want to stay, but Lord Forester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
Merde, je voulais répondre, j'ai pas eu le temps.
In my heart, I know I'll see you again.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What?
Lord Forester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
What is the North Grove?
Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help.
Moi, j'aurais
Can't say
tenu ma
anything
promesse.
just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help. Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
Tiens, il a survécu lui.
Garrett, wait!
Attends, le mec il est parti sans rien. Il est dans la merde, il va crever. Il fait froid dans le nord.
Be safe.
Mais le autour du cou, ça se fait pas. C'est un connard lui. Ah, c'est triste. Il est parti.
Ethan? Ethan!
Alors lui, c'est avec les casse-couilles des services, je suis sûr.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well. And if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
Allez, sois gentil.
You found me! Well done, Ryan. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
A stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
He'll be fine. Garrett is smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then everything changed. Roderick became so serious.
Oui, bah ça m'étonne pas que ton deck soit indécent.
Training. We never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I don't want to get angry, but I may have to. Father did sometimes.
But you're nice. Everybody says that about you.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Lord
Le
Ethan,
porno
you're
deck.
needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Faut assumer. Mais non, je te l'ai déjà dit, Dardada. Ma cam est archi dégueulasse. Ouais, mais vu que j'ai une cam qui est complètement dégueulasse, c'est pas la peine. Hein. On me verra tout flou, ça va être horrible.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
What should I say to him?
Tell him and his men to leave.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Donc ça va être compliqué de lui dire de partir comme ça.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oathbreakers.
Aye! And look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the North now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished! Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men? And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own, that the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Do your worst, you bastard.
You must find your voice, my lord. Your enemies will interpret your silence as a sign of weakness.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Oh là là, ça va se compliquer tout ça, ça va être le bordel.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Ethan made this for me. Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena. Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Ça l'a envoyé la lettre. Ils sont tous morts quasiment.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Bon, va falloir essayer de négocier.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble, but I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a callboy, not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Il fait jour pour qu'il ait bonne nuit, lui il est con.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
On va essayer de négocier un petit peu, on va faire ce qu'elle veut.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Ah, c'est pas de la chance qu'il faut, c'est des grosses couilles.
You can do this.
Allez, c'est parti.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
On n'a pas le choix de s'agenouiller.
Courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which. The girl is clever.
She only meant...
I don't care what she meant. I care what she said. I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the North.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good. And she would have us believe she didn't know which king she served. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
J'ai cliqué, bordel.
Perhaps not, then. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunities.
Elle va retenir ça, mais est-ce qu'elle apprécie ce que je viens de sortir?
Pretending
Je
to
suis
be
pas sûr.
something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
would... Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
C'est ouf à quel point le personnage de Tyrion Lannister est juste incroyable. Même dans les jeux, je kiffe ce personnage.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jamie. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun. It's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right. Of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match!
C'est horrible.
Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.
Je suis pas sûr.
I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Faut demander son aide, on n'a pas le choix.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
On va lui faire confiance.
Go on. Ask.
Please, Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath to see my brother bend the knee.
Ramsay? Roose Bolton's bastard?
I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown...
That is no small request, especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does.
Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
L'autre là, la Sora, là, je lui fais pas trop confiance. Elle me paraît un peu étrange.
Seven hells.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time.
Jusqu'à avoir arrêté de respirer quand le soldat s'est ramené.
Bloody hell.
Oh putain. Salut Blackstar. Ah mais mec, le soldat, j'ai cru qu'il allait nous trouver, le buter, je sais pas quoi là. J'aurais pas aimé ça.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership.
On s'était caché. Je faisais cette blague il y a quoi? Il y a un peu plus de 10 ans maintenant? T'as un humour assez jeune, Blackstar.
Who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
D'accord. Ouais, enfin, j'y goûterai pas à ce steak-là.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move.
Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Is what Sir Royland said true?
Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Let him go! Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
We can send him to the war.
Leave the man alone. Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Deserve to live. Make him pay for what he stole. Give us justice.
Putain, qu'est-ce que je fais? Je suis quand même un lord.
Take his fingers. He's a thief. If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Faut quand même montrer l'exemple. On va lui prendre 3 doigts. Parce que on peut pas l'envoyer au mur, il a une famille. On lui prend 3 doigts.
Ethan of House Forester, Lord of Ironwrath, name you a thief. The price for your crime is 3 of your fingers.
No, please, my lord! My lord, please! Please, no!
My lord, normally it is the Lord's duty to carry out the sentence. But I am willing to carry it out.
C'est à lui de le
I
faire.
will carry out the sentence.
This is injustice, my lord!
Voilà. Le mec il pleure juste un peu. Moi j'aurais chialé ma rage, je me serais pissé dessus, le mec fait un tout petit peu.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord
Il lui
must
reste
mete
7
out
doigts.
punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
As Maester, I cannot support mutilation. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom.
But Maester, that is what the small council is for.
My lord, You of all people should know that too many voices muddy the message. That is why there is one Lord above all. And so there must be one advisor above the rest. There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right choice as Sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Bon, eh bien il va falloir faire un choix. Alors le maître, pour l'instant on s'en fout. La tour, qu'est-ce qu'on pourra aller faire dans la tour? Je vais faire un petit peu le tour avant. Des grands coups de hache dans la bouche. Toujours mettre des coups de hache.
Are you holding a sword or a turkey leg?
Très bien, ça sert à rien. Il agit en homme plein de muscles.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure. But it doesn't look good.
Has anything gone missing?
No, doesn't look that way. Seems Eric was the only one to resort to thievery. But I'm still worried about our stores. We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
If that's what's necessary to keep the house safe, then we must.
Aye, a hard choice, but it's what has to be done. I'll see to the arrangements, my lord.
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a Sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
Actually, I wanted to ask, why did you send Garrett away?
I did it for your own protection, my lord. Garrett had to go.
Alors en fait le truc c'est que son père et son frère aîné
you blameless in the eyes of the White Hills.
Oui, soit moi.
I only hope to give you an advantage.
That's a clever
J'ai pas entendu mais pas grave, dire que c'était malin. En fait le truc c'est que son père, son frère aîné ont été tués. Son autre frère qui est un peu plus grand que lui, il a été exilé, donc il se retrouve sur Aessos, donc c'est un autre continent. Après, sinon il a une grande sœur, mais forcément c'est une femme, donc elle n'est pas légitime au trône. Ensuite, il a un petit frère, donc il est plus légitime. Et bah c'est tout. Voilà. Ok, faut que j'aille parler à l'autre. Je peux pas parler à elle. D'accord. Malcolm, je sais pas qui c'est, on va lui parler.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, dealing out a harsh punishment, no matter how warranted. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I
Ah, il
hope
se
to
barre.
be off tomorrow.
Il va où?
Uncle, why are you packing? You're not going somewhere, are you?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother.
Ah bah, il y a de l'inceste hein, quand même hein, dans...
She has asked me to return with him.
dans Game of Thrones.
To
Hein.
help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will
Il y en a
not
pas
agree.
énormément, mais
I
bordel,
told
il y en a
her
quand
my
même.
place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold.
Hein, quand on voit Viserys qui touche tranquille les ins de sa sœur.
Living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay.
Ouais, bravo.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
Moi j'étais choqué quand j'ai vu Bran tomber de la tour.
Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man. The way you punished him. How could you be so cruel? I'm worried about you. What am I supposed to think?
Do you think it's easy? I'm the third-born son. Father never prepared me for this. I'm doing the best I can.
I know you are, Ethan. I know. I know you said you'd get angry sometimes, but I didn't think I'd see it so soon.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Rediff. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
But I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
I wish Father were here.
We all do, but Father's gone. You are the lord of this house, which is why you must be strong. You're just as capable as Asher or Roderick ever were. I know it. I only wish you did too.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Bon, je vais quand même aller parler à l'autre là, Sir Wylan.
Come on, come on!
Merde,
What
j'ai
did I
j'ai
say?
regardé.
Swords up, slash right, parry, again. Sword up, swing left, parry. Wrong. I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland,
could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And, you should know that swinging that blade yourself took stones. It was a man's way of justice.
Ah là là. Le gamin il a 10 ans, il se retrouve à couper 3 doigts. C'est horrible.
Do it like you mean it.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
What is it you're doing over here?
Admiring the ironwood, my lord. I studied it at the Citadel. The wood may be black, but I see gold. An entire forest of gold.
What do you mean?
It is our greatest asset, my lord. Why not give some of our ironwood to House Bolton and have them leave us be?
Assure que couper des knackis c'est plus simple.
You can hardly put a price on your own life, or the lives of those you love.
Ransom or a robbery? We may pay him now, but what's to stop him from coming back again?
Lord Ethan, the dangers of today outweigh the fears of tomorrow.
Now, when I say parry, get that sword out!
My lord, are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Oui,
yes,
je
Maester.
suis.
I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Bon. Écoutez, moi je vais y aller, je vais m'arrêter là pour ce live. Oh, merci à vous d'être venus les gars, ça m'a fait très plaisir. Je referai peut-être ce soir, je sais pas. Peut-être encore sur Game of Thrones ou pas, je ne sais pas. En tout cas, bah, je vous dis à la prochaine. Des bisous.